Police searching for both a weapon and a motive in the shooting of the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill that left one faculty member dead. No other injuries were reported. Officials say the suspect in yesterday's shooting at a science building in the heart of the flagship university's campus was taken into custody about an hour and a half after that gunfire. Neither the suspect nor the victim was immediately identified, and formal charges are pending. Police also say they're searching for that gun.
The president of the historically black college in Jacksonville, Florida, says vigilante students likely prevented a deadly attack prior to killing spree at a nearby store. On Saturday, students at Edward Waters University reported seeing a young white man pull into a campus library parking lot, and then he began putting on some tactical gear, and you can see it right there on your screen. They immediately flagged out a security officer who was on patrol to tell them what they saw. When that guard went to confront the suspect took off. The officer did follow the suspect to get a look at his license plate number, but he says that he did not have a weapon at the time. Minutes later, the gunman made his way to that Dollar General store down the road where he shot and killed 3 people, including a store employee.
3M is paying $6 billion to resolve lawsuits over its faulty combat earplugs. About 300,000 lawsuits have been filed by U.S. military veterans who say that those earplugs resulted in hearing loss. The earplugs were used in both training and combat from the military from 2003 to 2015. The company called Aero Technologies initially manufactured the earplugs, which 3M then purchased in 2008. This is 3M's second major legal settlement this summer. The company will also have to pay more than $10 billion to public water utilities. That's because forever chemicals were found in the water supply in some communities, those chemicals originating from 3M products.
Outside with live cam, I think after all these 100-degree days, we're starting to get used to ERCOT telling us that we need to reduce our electrical output between 7 and 9, 6 and 9, somewhere in the evening.
And you know, there's no official word from ERCOT about that today, but on their website, they have a chart of the supply versus the forecast demand. And on their website today, between about 7 p.m. to 10 p.m., the forecast demand for the day is expected to exceed the supply of energy. That's what you see here. So the demand of 73.9 thousand megawatts does exceed the supply that's forecast. So the time to watch is 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. I am hoping that things end up being okay and that this is just their website, but it's something that I really want us to pay attention to today and tomorrow, because the forecast demand is expected to exceed the supply tomorrow as well, between that critical time of 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. when we lose the solar energy from the day. So we'll be keeping an eye on that. Again, no official word from ERCOT or CPS yet about any kind of potential rolling brownouts or things like that. So no need to worry just yet, just something to be on alert for. And then we see that improve by Thursday and Friday. All of this in spite of the fact that it is cooler across the state of Texas today. You can see that in San Antonio, it's only 92 degrees right now compared to the last couple of days when we've been in the upper 90s by this time. 88 in Abilene, it's only 84 in Lubbock and 77 in Amarillo. A little bit closer to San Antonio, you can see that we're starting to see some clouds build in this afternoon. 91 in Kerrville, 95 in New Braunfels. It's still 92 and sunny though out in Del Rio. So talking about weather headlines, even though we're likely to stay just below 100 today, we're going to quickly return to the triple digits tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, there is a small window for rain, and I'll detail Hurricane Idalia's path to Florida coming up in just a few minutes. David and Ursula.
Thank you, Sarah. The Federal Emergency Management Agency awarding $3 billion to help build protection against extreme weather. FEMA has already approved one project that would combat extreme heat by planting thousands of trees. Other communities have been awarded money to upgrade their energy grid, install new sewer mains, and elevate homes in flood-prone neighborhoods. The money is coming from the infrastructure law Congress passed last year. It's not from the same source as FEMA's disaster relief fund. That fund is about to run out of money after a record-breaking year of disasters last year, and of course a hurricane headed to Florida this year. FEMA needs Congress to approve additional spending when it's back in session, or it could hamper the agency's response to disasters.
The European Union will be sending 11 firefighting planes and a helicopter to Greece. They've got some wildfires there. 6 countries will also be sending ground forest firefighting teams to Greece. The EU says the flames have already burned more than 200,000 acres and at least 19 people have died. According to the EU, the wildfire is the largest in the EU since the year 2000, when records were first collected.
Today, President Joe Biden hosting his Costa Rican counterpart at the White House. President Rodrigo Chavez Robles' visit comes as migration reaches new levels. The White House says the two leaders will discuss how to promote safe and orderly migration. According to authorities, nearly 249,000 people made the dangerous trip between Panama and Colombia this year. Many of these migrants then passed through Costa Rica as they continue north to the U.S.
Former White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows testifying that the accusations against him in the Georgia indictment with former President Donald Trump was just part of his job. The sweeping indictment accuses him of participating in an illegal conspiracy to overturn the 2020 election loss in Georgia. Meadows made the claim yesterday as part of his argument that the case needs to be moved from state court to federal court. The Fulton County District Attorney countered that Meadows' actions were political in nature and not performed as part of his official duties. There has been no ruling yet on that motion. A new program at the University of the Incarnate Word getting students ready for careers as occupational therapists. How the program not only offers students opportunities, but also fills a need we have in our community.
And a lot of folks are looking forward to the upcoming long weekend, and bargain hunters are waiting on those deals to drop. Some Labor Day sales are already out there. We'll tell you how you can find those discounts coming up.
From illness, disability, or head injury, losing your mobility or even your ability to just do everyday activities can impact the rest of your life.
That is why occupational therapists are so important. And the University of the Incarnate Word just launched a new occupational therapy program this year.
Sarah Costa shows us the new lab, what it teaches, and who it's going to help.
From learning about your senses to relearning your morning routine.
Here we have an adaptive or ADA style setup for the toilet and sink.
Day-to-day tasks that we can take for granted are sometimes needed to be taught or relearned. It's where occupational therapists come in.
We try to get people back as independent as possible. So it can be from an injury or a disorder, they're born with something, whatever the case is, mentally, whatever the case is, we can help.
It's why the University of Incarnate Word School of Physical Therapy has just launched its Doctor of Occupational Therapy program this semester. Director of the program, Dr. Jessica Maxwell, says the need in our community for more occupational therapists is great.
There are so many jobs that are needed for OTs, and so having another program that houses occupational therapy students and promotes and produces occupational therapists is beneficial for the community.
The program also just opened 3 new labs for students that include a daily living, an innovation, and pediatric lab.
Here in the pediatrics lab, they have a lot of fun things for patients, like this ball pit, because they're using play as a form of therapy.
With our therapy, students and children, they don't realize they're getting therapy because it's all fun, but we are building muscles in impaired areas. We are helping with fine motor, or helping with movement, or helping with mental capacities.
There are 16 students in its first class, and San Antonio native Lauren Wojcik is one of those students, a Texas State and Alamo Heights graduate.
I love to give back, I love to serve, and I feel like their program's core values, the university's core values, they tie in together.
She says she is honored to be part of the first group of students, and her dream is to be able to give back to the community and work as an occupational therapist in her hometown after she graduates.
This is home. I would love to stay here if I could and continue to, practice and be able to help as many people as I can in this field.
Sarah Costa, KSAT12 News.
Outside with, I guess the good news is are there clouds? Yeah,
There
some
are.
clouds
There
out there.
are. It's a little foggy.
That's it. That's all you got.
What is that? Fogginess?
No,
murkiness?
it's just such far view. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Not great
Look toward the
visibility.
top of your screen
Yeah, I
there.
see
You can
that.
see the cloud. Yeah.
Man.
The cloud.
The cloud. The aquifer is up a tenth of a foot over the past 24 hours, but still almost 30 feet below the August average. So the aquifer needs a drink of water. We got some rain yesterday. That allowed for molds to climb their high past 1,000. And after school, picking up your kids, 98 degrees. But hey, like that band. That's awesome. 98 degrees. And it's going to be less than 100 outside. So that's some good news. Toasty today, a small chance for rain tomorrow. And we'll take a look at Hurricane Idalia coming up.
So we have one cloud.
One cloud.
We have our 93 degrees.
So I'm going to help her out with her forecast today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How's that?
It's going to be hot.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Great job, David.
Took all summer to
do
figure
it
this
all.
out.
So we're ending summer this weekend.
Yeah, summer,
Really?
meteorological
We're
summer.
we're gonna just cling on to that fact.
Yeah. Now, meteorological summer ends at the end of August.
Really?
Okay. Yeah. Official summer ends with the fall equinox.
Who
That's like a
decided
cool
that?
breeze. I can
September.
feel it already.
Oh,
Yeah. All right. So here's the thing,
because you're
though.
inside under the.
This
Yeah.
this meteorological.
I'm in the freezing cold studio.
Oh my gosh, yeah. This meteorological summer is expected to be the hottest summer on record for us in San Antonio. June, July, and August, the average temperature so far has been 88.7 degrees. Now that's the average of the daily highs and the daily lows. That beats out last summer and the summer of 2011. And we've only got a couple more days of August to go. So this is almost a guarantee that we're going to have the hottest summer on record for this year. Very impressive. Here's those clouds that we were trying to find on that camera, right? It's 92 in Del Rio, 96 in Cotulla, 95 in New Braunfels. Let's zoom in. You can see these puffy cumulus clouds. Man, our satellite technology has gotten so good that you can see each individual cloud practically from space. Pretty impressive there. 92 Port SA, 90 in Helotes, 88 only in Bernie, and it's only 89 in Bandera. And today, with a little bit of those clouds out there, we're going to stay just below 100 degrees. We've got northeast winds right now too at about 10 miles per hour, keeping the atmosphere nice and dry too. 98 for the high today. As we head into the later afternoon and early evening hours, temperatures are still going to be warm. It'll be 95 when the sun sets at 8, but we'll be in the mid 80s by the start of the morning tomorrow, so that's going to be pretty nice. All right, looking at your forecast highs for the day again, just to reiterate, some folks will hit 100 like Del Rio, Cotulla, Pleasanton, but generally around San Antonio and Des Pointes North, it's going to stay below 100. 98 in Skeen, 95 in Bernie, and 96 in Kerrville. All right, we had some rain yesterday. There's going to be a small window for rain tomorrow. It's going to start off nice and comfortable, right around 73, 75 degrees early tomorrow morning. We'll have mostly sunny skies, and with that daytime heating, there will be a few isolated showers that pop up between the hours of 2 p.m. and about 7 p.m. Now, coverage will not be as great as yesterday. In fact, we're only looking at about a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, it is going to be another hot one. We will reach 100 degrees tomorrow for the high. Starting off at 75, 94 at noon, 100 for the afternoon high. Northeast winds at 5 to 15, and that small window for an isolated thunder shower tomorrow. Take a look at highs, though, as we head into the rest of the week and into Labor Day weekend. We're going to add on to the triple-digit tally. You know, we're not going to stop seeing 100 degrees anytime soon, at least over the next 7 days. We'll be at 102 on Thursday and Friday, 101 over most of Labor Day weekend. Let's talk about Hurricane Idalia, though. Hurricane Idalia is strengthening in the Gulf of Mexico as we speak. Currently has 90-mile-per-hour winds, but is expected to strengthen into a Category 3 hurricane at least before making landfall Wednesday morning on Florida's northwest coast. Potential wind speeds of 125 miles per hour, and then it'll eventually become a tropical storm and head back out into the Atlantic. So hurricane warnings from Tallahassee to Gainesville down to St. Petersburg. Now the main area of winds is going to be up in extreme northwest Florida, but areas all the way down to St. Petersburg could see storm surge of up to 8 to 12 feet. So if you have interest in Florida, Please make sure your friends and family are staying safe. Looking ahead to our forecast again, just hot, highs near 100 every single day, including over Labor Day weekend.
Thank you so much, Sarah.
We are still a few days away from the long Labor Day weekend. However, those Labor Day sales are going on right now. What products you can find that are already discounted? Coming up.
Labor Day a few days away, but sales are already underway.
ABC's Becky Worley has the latest on some surprising places that are offering discounts.
Everything is up to 30% off at Raymore & Flanigan's Labor Day sale.
The change of seasons is bringing in savings. Many, but not all Labor Day sales live now. Seasonal fare tops the sales. REI listing camping gear like tents, sleeping bags, and outdoor stoves for 25% off. Then there's apparel. Everything from technical socks that were $24, now $18, to this high-end Arc'teryx jacket that was $240, now $168.
We're seeing the clothing sales that are offering the really good discounts for the end of summer stuff. The warm weather clothing, seeing clearance level prices 70% off or more in some cases. And of course, then major appliances for up to 40% off. Mattresses that are, hundreds of dollars off or 60% off, depending on where you shop.
Other apparel sales. Old Navy has 30% off everything. J. Crew has 50% off sale items with the code EXTRA. And American Eagle has 30% off jeans and cargo pants. Adidas doesn't have a blanket percentage off sale, but they do have some heavily discounted items, like these Cloud Foam sneakers that were $75 and are now just $30. We're also seeing some sales that are a little unusual. The Dyson hairdryer, which rarely goes on sale, is $100 off at the Dyson site. It was $399, now it's $299. And Southwest Airlines has a companion sale. So if you travel by September 30th, tickets are buy one, get one for your companion free.
I think this year, what's a little surprising to me is in the lead up to Labor Day, we're seeing things like Halloween items on sale. If we're already seeing discounts of 40% off and we're not even in October yet, then, if you see something you like and it's got a good discount, I say go for it. Why wait?
All right, SA Live. It's Tuesday.
That was a pump. See, they were talking about pumpkin spice, and there's a pumpkin, so hopefully you all are happy now.
Okay, so I still have pumpkin spice air freshener from last year.
No way. You do?
I love it. And people comment all the time that my house smells good.
So she must stock up on it, huh?
And
I do that
hate
too,
pumpkin
Ursula.
spice, anything else.
Just the air fresheners. I love
Yes.
it. Okay, I should stock up. You're giving me a great idea. Okay, we have a fun fact show. We have Sylvia, the Spurs lady. We are taking you inside her home. If you thought she was a fan, wait till you see her house and why she's asking for your support right now after she's gone viral, by the way.
All right, and Tuesdays, how about they're for burgers, bourbon, and bubbles, right?
There you go. It's a tongue twister. Bourbon, bubbles, and burgers. You got it.
Three times,
every
yes.
Tuesday night. Yeah, $10.99. Burger, fries, and a different bourbon drink.
And you said it changes.
Incredible
Changes
deal,
every
right?
week, and the burger changes every week too. So yeah.
Perfect. All right. Hope you're hungry. And for dessert, we have Cow Art Bakery. Jennifer joining us, and you have a tip for the perfect chocolate chip cookie.
Yes, two important things. Sour cream for sure, to give it a little bit of extra texture and richness. And then we have a super secret reveal coming up.
We can't show you yet.
Yeah.
All right, and then get ready because we have some snakes on the show. We're going to tell you about the Reptile Expo happening and where you can go check it out and learn about a few of these guys too.
Yeah, that's why I'm backing up. Okay, you see me? I know, Mike, we miss you. The snakes miss you. Also, our question of the day: is it too early for pumpkin spice latte? Pumpkin spice, anything, right?
Apparently, some people use the air freshener all year long,
Ursula.
like me and Ursula. All right, scan that QR code and weigh in, and we'll see you in a few.